If you're anything like me, from the moment your eyes open in the morning, you're immediately jolted by external noises, starting with an alarm clock blaring, a cell phone ringing, or perhaps a child crying. The noise seems to only increase throughout the day, whether you're off to work or even to school. Then there's social media noise, news noise, and even the noise of that inner critic inside you. Amidst all the noise, Jesus provides us with some relief. In John chapter 10, verses 27 through 30, Jesus says this: "My sheep listen to my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and I give them eternal life, and they will never perish, and no one will snatch them out of my hand. My Father who has given them to me is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of the Father's hand. I and the Father are one." Jesus says this to his sheep, to those who believe in him, to us. Are you listening, little lamb? Those whom Jesus knows intimately can identify his voice in spite of the myriad of voices around them. This may seem discouraging for those of us that are thinking, man, I struggle to hear his voice in my life as it is. But this is where Jesus invites each of us today into a deeper relationship. He says, I know them and they follow me. Connection to Jesus leads to deeper trust and then to action. Yes, perhaps we may need to learn to be still just long enough to hone in on what he's saying to us, to pause or reflect in order to actually recognize his promptings in our hearts and minds. But today, despite the challenge it can be at times to focus in on his voice, I'm so grateful that he gives us eternal life with that ironclad assurance that nothing can ever pluck us from the loving hands of the greatest of all. In the midst of all the noise today, let's turn our attention to the one whose voice we need the most.